Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Timberborn Turbo Beaver series. In our last episode, we worked on trying to clean up some of our efficiency amongst our industrial area here. We have a couple lumber mills and some more gear workshops. Our fermenter is currently here, but I'm thinking we might be moving that later today. So what we're hoping to do actually is to try and get moved up here eventually to start considering a bad water diversion. It's going to be pretty basic. We're just going to basically run it off the corner of the map here. But there's a few things that we're going to have to sort of focus on as we get closer to that. We are a little low on logs, so I do want to get up here right away, but I'm going to go ahead and actually pause both gear workshops, and I'm going to pause both of the plank workshops right now because we are going to build some ladders. I have installed the ladder mod. I just don't quite have the science yet for it. But yeah, the ladders are going to enable us to get up here, which is going to be really sort of crucial and beneficial for our colony overall. It was kind of a mistake maybe to plant these trees here in the last episode. We kind of realized, no, we want to get up there ASAP. So I'm going to have our beavers take those out so that we have some paths that we can connect through to here and get that all sorted. I think there's also a couple of trees that I missed marking for cutting as well. Yes, so we'll get those marked in there, and all these ones in here as well. And yeah, these lots of trees missed anyway, so we'll get those all marked for cutting so that when they grow up they are ready to come down. We do have a couple pines over here that will be probably ready at some point as well, so I'm just trying to figure out if I can squeeze in a lumberjack flag somewhere. Again, this map is really small, and sometimes, yeah, it's a little bit space constrained. So I'm just trying to see. Yeah, we don't really have any like redundant paths anywhere. Everything is pretty heavily connected. So, and I'm pretty sure if I place it over here, it's probably not going to reach. No, so it needs to kind of come over here. Yeah, if we place it there, it doesn't really work. Okay, we'll put that there. And again, maybe what we'll do is, for the sake of the colony, we'll just remove that tree there real quick, and then we'll also make sure those are already marked for cutting, which they are, and we'll extend this path through to here as well. Go a little further because, you know, we're going to want to get this metal out of here as well at some point. That is something else I would like to start looking at, is some metal processing. You know, if we want to get bad water, we're going to need a bad water pump. The bad water pump does take metal blocks, so that's going to be necessary. If we want to build a centrifuge at some point to get extract, that we're also going to need that as well. So overall, yeah, we need to grow our number of workers a little bit. Once we probably get these last 6 beavers in, we might go ahead and pause some of our breeding pods just so that our food has time to stay caught up to our population growth. I find on this map, again, because everything is so small and space constrained, that if we are not careful, we run out of food pretty fast. So one thing we could have our builders do is build some storage for us. So we got some small warehouses that we could put in, maybe here and a couple here as well. Mostly we're just gonna get some more space for berries. You know, I don't want them to eat them too much, but at the same time we also just need to make sure we get them stored. And I think we have kohlrabi storage here already, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just put any sort of surplus, if we happen to get it, fermented cassavas there as well. Let's get that path hooked up. One other great thing we could do with food eventually, and it's kind of space saving, is get the hydroponic gardens, especially the mushrooms. I believe they can go in the fermenter, and yeah, they produce 16 mushrooms in 2 hours, so it's a bit better than the cassavas. But to build the hydroponic garden, again, we need metal blocks and we need gears, which we have the gears, we just don't seem to have the metal, obviously. So I think also, while we're here real quick, we'll sneak in a couple more places to store water, just so that if we have any longer droughts coming, which we probably will as we get through our cycles here. And I don't want to put gears quite yet into more bigger tanks. So yeah, we got a lot we want to get accomplished, but we do have enough science now to unlock the ladders. So go ahead and get those, and we're going to put in, there's 6 planks each, so let's get those probably faced against the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a lot of math. I think that's 42. So we will have to get our lumber mills back on at some point. Also going to get some platforms here to cross the water. So let's go ahead and maybe just put those somewhere where it's going to be a short distance. It looks like no matter what I do, I'm probably going to have to do 3 across. So that was 4. So let's maybe not do it there. Oops, wrong button. Try that again. Let's put the 3 there. And then I'm also just going to put some stairs down here, because eventually we want to also maybe build some floodgates somewhere in here. So we'll just get that, and the drought's coming, of course. So make sure that these paths are all in here as well. I think the best spot is probably going to be to put our floodgates down over here somewhere. And yeah, that'll be a good option there. And then 2, if we need to get around into a couple spots, why don't we go ahead and just throw in a set of stairs, maybe right over here as well, just to help kind of get around. And then also bring in some wet fur bonuses for when the time comes. So yeah, overall pretty good so far. The beaver, the beavers are doing well. Let's go ahead and get our lumber mills back on, because we are definitely needing those. One other thing I'd actually like to put up here as well is a farm. And let's just see, we can probably design out a few things at least while we're waiting. It's going to take some time to get everything up here. So let's put a farm maybe somewhere. I mean, if I could put it here, that would at least save some space on the other side. It's a bit inefficient, but that could work pretty well. So let's put that there. And then I think we're just going to plant probably a bunch of cassavas to start. So maybe let's just fill in kind of a bunch of that with cassava. And let's just make sure we get our path in around there as well. So maybe we'll just have to go like that and then up here. We'll just take those out real quick. So make sure our paths are all connected into everything like so. And I'm gonna need paths down here to build some of our, that was a waste of time. Take that off. So we'll probably place that up to there. We'll go ahead and get some lumberjack flags here as well. And we'll get these trees marked for cutting too. And yeah, this whole area is going to be really important, I think, for us, for the longevity of our colony. Once we get all that cleared out as well, we can replant some more of the cassavas. That should give our builders lots to do. We are in need of a few more logs to get up there. So if we can get this last ladder prioritized, where can we get some logs? Yeah, let's go ahead and pause the lumberjack mills for now. There is a single oak tree here, so we may be able to get a lumberjack flag somewhere real quick, and looks like right there is going to work, and that should be marked for cutting already, so we'll get that out. And for whatever reason, our lumberjack flags cannot reach this here, which is a bit frustrating, but anyways, that should be the last one to at least get up there. And then we do have these logs here that we can get out, so we'll make sure to mark these for cutting as well. Some of these birches, again, we're just having to buy some time basically to get across the water. So in terms of priorities, let's put high on these platforms, and we'll probably put low on these things for now, and that set of stairs, because we're not going to quite need those. So the main thing, yeah, is going to be getting up a bit higher. Let's go ahead and pause the water pumps, and hopefully I don't forget to unpause them. And we'll leave the breeding pods for now. Nothing to do in range, so you're done already, so we'll just pause that. And it looks like these are out of there as well, so we'll just take that out. We don't have enough science yet to get started on metal, but let's just slow everything down here real quick, and we'll just get these paths out for now. Just take a little bit of inventory of where we're at. So we've got a couple cassavas to come out of the ground eventually. Oh good, we are getting up here, which is good. So we're out of planks, unfortunately, so yeah, until we kind of get all those in again, let's just go really low on the priority for that. Might even just pause it, to be honest, because they're putting logs into it as they get them. So yeah, we'll just kind of let them cut those trees down, and hopefully, yeah, we can just kind of speed along through this this drought. There won't be really much else we can do until we get the logs. We've got our kohlrabies coming out of the ground and some of the cassavas as well, so this whole farming area is looking good. The main thing, yeah, is just getting across, which unfortunately, yeah, we're just low on the logs. So it looks like they've got all the ones out of there, and it says it can reach these ones, so maybe I'll mark these for cutting and see if the lumberjack might be able to walk on the blockages, which would be surprising, but maybe that's something I don't know about Timberborn yet. So let's go ahead and get all these marked for cutting. Oh, they can. Well, that is fantastic. So they just need to have a path. So yeah, let's leave this farm. Maybe let's just go ahead and delete it. You know what? It's going to go somewhere else. I did not know that. And that changes a lot of things for us. So we'll go ahead and just extend the path over as close as we can, so they can kind of get the maximum out of there. There's a couple oaks here there, so that will really help us. That's awesome. I did not know they could walk on the blockages. Oh, that's so handy. Okay. It's one thing of being a noob at Timberborn is you learn a lot as time goes on. So I don't think we can fit a science hut. Our inventor there. No, we can't. That's too bad, because we really could use a little bit more science. We have all this storage here, and we're just not quite getting the food out yet fast, which is kind of bothering me. You know, we're kind of dipping into the berry storage just to feed all our beavers here. So yeah, and we need the food as well for doing all the breeding pods. So we still have water, which is good. It is running a little low. This drought is about just under 4 days left. Losing my ability to talk already. So yeah, we may have to consider pumping again. Let's get this one on because the water is a little bit deeper here. So it does kind of, we do have at least a little bit extra water down there. So we'll have the one pump there for sure. And that should work out well. But yeah, we just kind of need to get through this drought. They are getting the logs out of there, which is great. We have 12 unemployed beavers. So yeah, I think what the best thing to do right now is just pause all the breeding pods and wait until we are in need of more workers. Obviously, we'll get 3 of those jobs back, plus probably another 4 or 5 here once the water's flowing again. We have power. I would love to do some non-water power options, but you know, the large power wheel, it would be very useful, but it takes 4 beavers to run. But the only problem is we don't really have the space to put it anywhere over here. So, and yeah, I want to keep an eye on this. So when the drought is over, the bad water is going to flow first. So I want to make sure we have at least a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pause that again. But yeah, we want to get some good water flowing through there right away. In theory, it would be nice to maybe have these as floodgates instead, but yeah, we're kind of using them as a bridge to get down here, and I don't have any resources to currently put those into being platforms instead. So yeah, it looks like the logs coming along. We're almost going to be out soon, but yeah, things are okay. I think for the most part. It's just unfortunate. I feel like I really don't have a lot to kind of show you guys right now until we get more of our or get our water power back. So let's just make sure at least this is connected properly into there. And yeah, is there anything else? I think if I can put another lumberjack flag over here, but unfortunately I just can't put paths across on those. And I could build levees real quick. Actually, you know what? If we take these out, the water will probably flow a lot faster. So I'm going to mark these for demolition. And then I think I have the science for the levees. So let's go ahead and unlock those because we're going to need it anyways. And you got yourself stuck. So that's good. So let's just go ahead. Oh, working hours are already 18. Built that one right away. So that's good. Maybe we'll pause demolishing that so that this silly Billy can get himself out of there at least, and we'll go ahead and put another levee there for now. We could also do dams, which is another option, but yeah, we'll go ahead and demolish that. So we'll get a path on there. to at least give us one more day before the water comes back. So yeah, maybe that should be a dam, and then that at least once the water level gets high enough, it should maybe flow a little bit faster. So we'll put that in. It's a slightly more logs than a levee, but you know, we have the opportunity to kind of experiment a little bit there, and that also does give us more access to put in lumberjack flags here. So it's kind of a good happy medium, I think. We'll get a lot more access to logs a lot faster. So you gotta spend money to make money, as they say. You gotta spend logs to make logs. It's basically gonna be the moral of that. So let's put a couple more of those lumberjack flags there, and then we'll just take those ones out. So once those are built, they'll be back to work, and our drought is almost over, which is great. So we can get our lumber mills going again. We have some cassavas. Let's get the fermenter running again as well. And yeah, hopefully the water will just kind of come through here faster. And yeah, then we can work on getting over here as well to get more of our logs out. Again, we got 13 unemployed beavers, so there's quite a lot. All right, so water's coming back, which is good. And I'll get my log pumpers going again as well. Make sure we're getting the water out to ASAP. And it looks like, okay, good. So this good water did come out faster than the bad water, which is good to see. So that's good. That was one of my main concerns. I think in the future we could probably blast this down a little bit and put some platforms, and that'll help. But yeah, see, there's always a little bit of spillover, and I'm worried that the beavers are going to go through it and get contaminated. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll have to briefly take those out, and you've gone ahead and got yourself stranded, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and build the platforms. We'll mark that for demolition, put that high priority as well. And we'll also mark these high priority. And I'm sorry, beavers, but this is for your own good, because you can't seem to stop yourselves from getting into sticky situations. So yeah, those are coming together. We already got 8 planks, so that's good. And again, we'll just make that super high priority. Get demolishing that super high priority as well. And hopefully they'll get building soon. As soon as they can build the platforms, and they can stand on it to demolish this, and then we'll get that out of the way there. I'm just gonna have to sit here and micromanage for a little bit. Should I have it almost done? It's a lot of paths, but yeah, we'll get that in there, and you're probably gonna need a set of stairs to get out of there, so we'll just have to put that there as well. Now that I'm realizing that I've officially really trapped it down there, but anyways, I'm not super concerned about the logs and trees anymore. We've got a lot of these coming down now, which is great. Let's get some gatherer flags up here as well to get these berries out of here, and that should do us some good. I might even just put a few more sets of stairs around to help the beavers get around a little bit easier, so maybe we'll have a set there as well. That way we don't have to take out too many things. We'll unpause that so that gets built. And let's get that farm we were talking about going. So maybe we'll place the farmhouse. Let's put that there, and then we'll get the path connected, and we'll probably just throw down some storage for some water. Seems how we can't really put too much there, so we'll place that in there as well. And then we'll keep getting the cassavas planted, if I remember to go to the right thing. So yeah, we'll focus a lot on cassava, I think, for now, until we kind of get at least a little bit further along, and then hopefully we can kind of dabble more into some of the other resources as well that are good for that. Yeah, cassavas are good. I would like to get the mushrooms out. Corn rations, they make a lot of good food, especially in the where is it hiding on me? Food factory. But again, that takes metal. So what we can actually research now is probably we could at least get the scavenger flags out. So let's go and get 2 of those. We'll get the metal coming in as well. And let me add in another path, and I'll just get another lumberjack flag in as those other trees grow in. We can get those out. But yeah, we actually have all of our beavers employed now, which is good. We could look at what we could pause. It looks like we probably don't really need those lumberjack flags at the moment, so that should get everyone else nice and busy. And everything is connected over here again, which is good. So yeah, now we're just gonna wait for those trees to basically come out, and we'll keep planting those cassavas. What I could also do is squeeze in a compact water wheel right here, and have sort of unfortunately kind of pinned myself in a bit, but we could move our fermenter up here and have its own power there. So I'll take a tiny bit of a mulligan and just take those out, as well as that and that, and we'll get the paths around to those. We'll pause the fermenter. We'll make sure that this gets built first. So we all know they like to build things in the wrong orders sometimes, so there we go. That should work there. And yeah, then we can kind of take out the other one. We're freeing up a lot of space here with the pine trees coming out, and we won't replace them quite yet, although I do have it in my back of my mind that we are going to need a forester at some point, so we won't totally forget about it, but well, we'll get close to forgetting about it anyway. So let's go ahead and take out that. We'll just pause this one for now. If we happen to get another food option going, then that's definitely going to be good. And we do need some space to maybe start plotting out our diversion here, but we just don't quite have it is generating some power. And just realized unfortunately that I've built it right behind here, so hopefully, yeah, it won't be quite running at the best efficiency, but yeah, that was kind of the only really spot I could put it without. Now I'm wondering if I should have moved that over here and put a platform there, but again, we're kind of getting tucked in close to a wall, so I think it'll work now for what we need. We're not bringing in huge amounts of cassavas, unfortunately, at this time, so but with those trees almost out, let's go ahead and let's just slow things down for a second and start considering this diversion. So I think we're going to get these built first, and we're going to need a path down over there as well. So let's get that in place. What we're building is not going to be too crazy, I don't think. So we'll just get a few levees in here, and I think even too high really will be fine. If we need to raise it higher, we can. I would like to use the triple floodgates, but we're going to need a lot more science, so I wonder if we can get any more science huts tucked in somewhere that might work, that aren't going to be completely blocked off, because we do have at least one unemployed beaver, and our scavenger flags are full, so let's go ahead and pause those three things there. We've got some open positions now, but yeah, I'm just trying to see if we have a spot that would work well for a science, and I think what we might just have to do is bite the bullet a little bit. Put down some platforms, maybe here, maybe just the one for now. We can probably get at least a inventor here. And we could probably put another one there, so I guess, yeah. I don't really want to use this many resources to build scientist huts, but or inventors, whatever you call them. But yeah, it's something that we're needing. So let's go ahead and get that done, and that'll put some of our other beavers to work. And in terms of this farmhouse, we could honestly just pause that for now. So yeah, it looks like we're in a pretty good spot there. I'm just gonna give them, yeah, maybe let's just pause that one real quick and see if we can maybe give them just a set of stairs up there to get that built before they finish the other one. And then let's see, on this side, I think we'll just do the same sort of thing. So let's grab our levees, not dams. And let's move that over to here. That should give us enough space, and we'll make that too high. And then, yeah, we'll have to take some of those resources out. And then if you put the floodgates maybe there, and yeah, so let's take out at least, let's do those for now. we'll see how that goes. With that tree out, we can plant another one in there. And yeah, that should work. We got a lot of building projects on the go. I'd like to get the metal smelter at some point, but yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit of time to get that stuff all out of there. These lumberjack flakes can reach quite a bit of these trees, and I think, are these marked for cutting? They are not yet. So let's go ahead and mark all these for cutting as well. Just making sure we're taking full advantage of all the resources that we can reach. And we'll see about some of these a little bit later on, but for now, I would like to stop some of the water from running off the map over here as well, so that we could just send it back out this way. So maybe getting a levee somewhere over here at some point might be a good idea. But again, just unfortunately, just future planning. There's not really much I can do about it yet. Still have 4 unemployed beavers. Let's get 2 back in the farm, because it looks like we've got some cassavas that are ready to come out. Water looks like it is doing good, so that's well there. Let's just go ahead and make sure that these workplaces are set to low priority, so that if we need to, they can dip out. So we'll just take these ones down to slightly less, because we're still going to want science. Everything takes science in this game, so get that built there. This side should be a little bit easier to build, considering that there's just more open space for the builders to walk on. So that's all done there, which is good. And we've got those levees coming in. Hopefully they'll kind of just take out these, but let's maybe just super high prioritize getting all those out of the way. So then let's see, back into landscaping, levees, kind of there. So let's just pause that one, I think, and then 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, like that. And then we'll have the floodgates here, and that should give enough space during a bad tide to close them. So we'll let the builders kind of get to work on that, and in the meantime, we'll plant just maybe a few more cassavas back here as well, just filling in any of the little spaces as those trees grow in. Probably don't need you both here anymore either. Most of the focus will probably be down on this side. We could probably get a path connected over here as well, and we can just pop in maybe a couple more, 1 or 2, and that'll just kind of help us move along, as this area is almost clear, but we got some of the oaks growing back in. So this is also a really good place probably to put a forester in at some point. So maybe what I could do is kind of clean up this mess here, and have to find a place to squeeze a forester in. Again, it's a lot of small spaces to fit things in. Actually, let's just put that there because it fits, and then we'll just put that on a low construction priority for now. Because the main focus again is going to be getting this diversion set up, which looks like it's coming along pretty well. They should be able to build everything from the ground, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Another drought coming already. Moves fast when you're focused, anyways. You're a new player to this game. Yeah, so what else do we need? They're getting the wet fur bonus at least. I wish their well-being was higher. Hunger, yeah, it's just really slow on getting the food out. It looks like, all the beavers are adults. We've got all the berries. At least we got some more cassavas coming out, so let's get that out, and let's unpause this one and just see if we can maybe process things a little bit faster. And kohlrabis are coming ready as well, so yeah, it's definitely a balance. We could get maybe a few well-being items here. I think it's the shrub. Yeah, it's only 20 science, so maybe tuck a shrub in somewhere that they can build it. Somewhere that maybe it could try and get both, at least. Back here, maybe. And down there as well. That'll get a little bit of some well-being bonus going. And, maybe as they pass here as well. So a couple of those, anyways, should do nicely. And we definitely need to look at... Well, we're not really filling our water storage yet, so It's probably because they have to leave each time. We could use probably a hauling post at some point once we maybe get this food situation just a little bit more stable. And yeah, no, we're not losing so many of our scientists. But anyways, again, well, they almost got that done, so let's get that unpaused. And yeah, things are looking not too bad. You don't need to be there anymore, so that's good. We can actually pause all 3 of these as well. And the berries, we've gathered them all, so that should hopefully balance our workforce just a little bit better. We could maybe think about putting a water tank just somewhere down here. I mean, we're not really using the gears for much yet, so that tree is in the way, so I have to unpause. Can I place that here? Again, I don't really want to be putting stuff in all random places, but until we kind of get some more of the resources cleared out and get our colony in a bit more of a stable position, it's unfortunately how it's going to have to go. We have lost a couple beavers, so are any of these close? That one's close. That one as well. Yeah, so maybe we'll pause a couple of those just to have a few more beavers join our colony. Fermented cassava numbers are going up, which is good. And we've got a lot that we're harvesting. 28 so far. It is a long way for them to go all the way back down here, but yeah, until we can get a hauling post squeezed in somewhere, that's unfortunately how it's going to go. I mean, we do have lots of logs, and I think we actually have enough science for the triple floodgate. No, we need 500. Okay, well, I would consider the doubles, but I kind of want to build them right on the bottom here because I have a feeling these water sources, if I put levees here, it's just gonna flow all the water off the map. So unconnected building is probably the forester. Yeah, so that's gonna stop a lot of our food production, unfortunately. So okay, water's looking good, so let's go ahead and just pause the water for now. This drought is 6 days long. Yeah, we really need to get some other power options going. The engines would be great, to be honest, but those are 400 science and we need metal blocks for that, and we just don't have that yet. So what can we get our beavers to do? Probably just keep cutting wood, to be honest. So let's unpause that one and that one. Looks like they can help there. Pause this. Unfortunately, I forgot that I wanted to build floodgates down here, and I just wonder if I have the ability. Yeah, I can't even really unlock those ones, and I really want to get the triples first. We could put dams here. That actually wouldn't be the worst option in the world. So 111 logs. Yeah, we're not really short on logs. Let's go ahead and put those in there. We could even just sneak in maybe a set of stairs there, and we can get that connected by paths and along there to get us over here as well. Have everything sort of come full circle at some point. Only that tree wasn't in the way. It's 30%, so we'll leave it for now. It's not mission critical. Just nice to have, basically. And our power, yeah, we could just pause all these for now. So again, back to the 11 unemployed beavers. So that's the only downfall is we kind of, yeah, during droughts and stuff, until we have more stable production, this is probably going to be a bit of a repeated problem. I'm just wondering if we should replace a lot of this cassava with kohlrabi instead, now that we're planting the other ones up above, because the kohlrabis at least will grow in, and they can be used right away, and we don't have to worry about processing them. So I might go ahead and start doing that as these come out of the ground. Because yeah, the cassavas are great when you can process them, but now we got 55 kicking around. We actually have no food at the moment, which is not a good place to be in. The beavers are going to be hungry, and they're going to start getting debuffed pretty fast here. So let's take down the working hours as well, just to give them a bit more rest time. Berries, yeah, aren't really going to be coming back anytime soon. So let's go ahead and pause the breeding pods again, and let's just hope that we don't mess this up. Nothing to do in range, so we'll pause you for now. This can be set to store water for eventually when it comes back. Kohlrabis are are coming out, so this is set to prioritize harvesting. So I wish there was some way to make this area a little bit more efficient. You know, I tried placing the 2 farmhouses just so we could have one harvesting and one planting, but yeah, I guess again as these crops get harvested, we'll try and change stuff over to kohlrabi, but water also is a bit of a problem. No one's died yet. They are getting thirsty, which they should be able to drink water because we have water storage everywhere, so that's not an issue there at all. Getting into the minuses now, so I'm getting a little worried. The berries, some of these are getting close, but not quite. That just needs to be paused so that stops flashing in my face. Yeah, oh, some berries coming in here, so that'll get them a little bits of food here and there. We've got our kohlrabi's coming, so this is set to prioritize the harvest. We'll set you prioritize the planting for now because you don't really have anything else to harvest. And again, we'll just make sure that most of these get converted over to kohlrabi as the time goes on. And yeah, I'll get those nice and harvested. Still hungry. Yeah, shoot. It's not really how I want things to go when I'm recording, but yeah, well, let's get to the end of this cycle, and then we'll kind of maybe take a look at how things are going overall. But yeah, again, not really ideal. We're about halfway or half an hour into recording. I mean, the kohlrabis are here; they just got to come out of the ground. So, and as they come available, hopefully the beavers will come down and grab them and eat them. 1.8 days left. Getting there. Yeah, this farm is going to be a bit of a problem. We do have the science for the triple floodgates, so you know, until we head over till the fat lady sings, so let's just keep building until no one say that I'm the fat lady, please, but let's just keep building until we you know, can't do anything else anymore, and just again keep trying to move forward. And we'll get these paths hooked up so they can build from down here as well. Mostly just logs, I don't think. Yeah, we don't really have the planks, but at least we have lots of logs. So water is starting to come down a bit, so let's go ahead and unpause these as well. We've only got 1 day left in the drought, so that shouldn't be a problem there. We've got a few more kohlrabi still to come out of the ground, so no one's dying of hunger yet, and let's hope it stays that way. Lots of logs, so that is at least one thing when it seems to kind of change. I go from one problem to another all the time, but all those hunger symbols. Yeah, I don't think we're really getting berries growing while this is dried out, but yeah, 0.8 days to go. -2 on the well-being, not really a great place to be honest, but yeah, we'll keep moving ahead anyways, and hope that things kind of get a little bit better. They're almost done pulling a lot of these out. I wish I could get one beaver to plant and one to harvest, but anyways, once these are all basically out of the ground, we'll get them back to planting. So, but we'll make sure they just pull everything out first. Get the food. -4, -3 on the debuffs. Not really a great feeling. Even once we get, well, we have 75. So let's make sure that these are unpaused, so that they can get the fermented cassavas going right away as soon as the power starts coming through. We'll also get our lumber mills going, and let's just hope. Okay, well, we lost 3 beavers to hunger, which is just not really the best feeling in the world. And to be completely honest, guys, I've tried multiple times on this map to like not have that happen, and it's really difficult to build on. Like, I don't know if my priorities are wrong. It just seems like every time I try to go for things, it just ends up kind of blowing up like this in my face. So again, not really the best feeling in the world, but let's just get these cassavas processed as quick as possible, and yeah, let's hope that you know, we can get some food going for everyone, and yeah, and hope for the best. Yeah, we lost a lot of beavers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beavers so far, and we're gonna have to get the breeding pods going again, but some of them are pretty close. Let's get that one unpaused. Let's get them all unpaused, and we'll just see We're gonna have to build up our numbers again. We're down to just 23 beavers at this point, so let's make sure we're not wasting time with anything that doesn't need to be done right now. We'll keep we'll get those paused as well. I just don't want too many jobs that aren't being filled at the moment. Make sure we're pumping water. Those are almost done replanting. We got a bunch of kohlrabies coming out here, so let's go ahead and make sure they're set to prioritize harvesting. And this one we can pause. There is some berries there, so we'll leave that unpaused. And yeah, planks. We got a couple. We just need them to finish those. Which, yeah, we've got. Well, we're back up to 0. So let's just. We lost, yeah, a lot. I've tried to avoid it. I don't know if you guys have any comments or tips in the comments below, but I think this map is just. It's really getting to me a little bit that I can't seem to get through these, but let's unpause this. We got 7 open jobs. What is... well, let's just pause that, pause the forester. You kind of need the planks, but let's just pause 1 because they take 2 beavers away. Let's keep the fermenters going because we need the food. We need this water pump going as well, so that should be okay. Yeah, we're getting berries out now, which is good. Log-wise, we're actually okay, so let's just pause those as well. See if we can kind of bring ourselves to a little bit of an equilibrium there. And make sure that we get our breeding pods going as well, so we'll just move forward. I think at this point, you know, again, it's not really... the greatest feeling in the world to have it kind of come apart like this on camera, but I think there's just not much really I can do at this point. This is bothering me, but this really doesn't seem to be working very well, but I don't have dynamite, so I can't really blast anything out. All I can do really is just try and build another one next to it, and then go from there. We can fit a compact water wheel there, so I might as well place it down and just see what they can do with that. We got 2 baby beavers. We got lots of open beds, but we have some food supply coming in, so that's good. None of these cassavas are really ready to be picked yet, so yeah, we'll just focus on getting the kohlrabis out of the ground and into the bellies of the beavers. And once these cassavas are done, then we should be good to go. Our floodgates are done here, so we can see maybe at least if this is going to work, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be pretty upset, but yeah, that'll work. So when we get an inevitable bad tide, which hopefully isn't going to be for a while, because I got a lot to recover before we get there. Let's get this. They're prioritizing harvesting as well. So yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a waiting game. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much I guess I can show you guys. Let's make sure that this at least gets done before too much longer goes by. Yeah, they get some of the wet berth bonus by going through the water here. I'm just wondering if there's any sort of other building projects we could maybe get going on, but relax materials. You have no cassavas. None of them are ready yet, so we'll pause you for now. And you are still working on some stuff, so for now we'll just leave that. We've got 100 kohlrabis and 116 berries, so that's getting better. I'm going to switch you back to planting, just to make sure we stay on top of that. And we have an unemployed beaver, which is shocking. We haven't lost anyone since day 2 of cycle 6, so that is that is promising. That we are starting to recover. This dam is kind of doing its job, at least helping getting water flow there. And same thing on this side. I would have liked to use floodgates, but I think dams are going to be the best option. I would like to get some more water up here somehow. So let's see if I can maybe go and put a path down there. And I only have 62 science, so I really can't. Yeah, floodgates would be the best option there, but I just can't spare the beavers yet, so these are coming in. let's go ahead and unpause those for now. Let's take one berry worker out of there. Logs we're doing okay. We don't really have any lumberjack workers right now, but yeah, we'll just focus on getting food out. This at least now is going to be working at 100%. Yeah, efficiency. Eventually maybe what I'll do is platform there and put a power shaft or something once the food situation isn't so critical. And let's make sure harvesting is their prioritized option there. So yeah, I think we're recovering, and let's just hope that's the last sort of little mishap or accident or however you wanna put it of this series here. Again, it is early game, cycle 6, new player, challenging map. Like, we gotta eventually build vertical. That's why I'm glad at least I got the ladders. The ladders I think are probably what are gonna save me and save this series. So yeah. What a time to be alive. Anyways, can I get... No, I don't have any spare beavers. I have an open job as well somewhere that someone is not working. Efficiency is kind of low on these lumber mills. Is this producing enough power? So I don't know. Maybe it's just their well-being. We're back up to 8. Is there any other things I can kind of try and give them to help at least boost their well-being? Or there's the decorations again. That all kind of takes science, which we currently don't have, and we currently don't have any spare beavers. We've got 6 kids, but we still have 16 open beds. So them breeding pods got a lot of work to do. That's why I'm trying to get kind of ahead on the food here, because I really don't want the berries to become a food source. So I need them to be for the breeding pods. So we can maybe sneak in a tooth grindstone here. No one's complaining about broken teeth yet, but might as well have them. A campfire would be really nice to give them as well, but I just don't really seem to have the space for it, and it needs to go on the ground. It can go underwater apparently, but yeah, again, just the space constraints. I don't really want to plop it here. I'm hoping to at least plant more trees, but yeah, just the way it goes, unfortunately. Looks like the fermenters at least are getting some more fermented cassavas going, so we're stabilizing. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting... I'd like to get some gears into that water storage and get some more water as well, but yeah, at the moment I feel like there's not really much we can accomplish, so I'm just wondering if I should kind of just time lapse and let the game run for a little bit until our beavers are more grown up, because yeah, there isn't really much else to do. You gotta wait for everyone to grow up and get out there and start working for us. So yeah, why don't we kind of just do that for a little bit here. Alright, well, we have ourselves a drought approaching, and to be honest, I think what we will do is we'll actually finish off today's episode here. We've got, you know, a few things accomplished at least. Unfortunately, the loss of the beavers is a bit disappointing, but we've got some more food coming in as well. The berry storage here is getting, it's full, 240, so that's really good. We'll keep our breeding pods going as well. We're just waiting for a lot of these adults or children to grow up. So yeah, overall, I think we're in an okay place. I mean, we've got lots of logs as well and access to that, so we're doing all right. I'm just kind of balancing things around, to be honest. We don't really need the planks at the moment, so yeah, we can kind of get more beavers out there doing other jobs as well. I think this is now done there. So we can get those pine trees cleared out of there. But yeah, I'd say this balance is starting to look a little bit better. We can probably get, yeah, salvos are going good. I would like to get metal in as well. I think too, looking over here, when there is a bad tide, either floodgates might be a good option or sluices. Probably floodgates to start, because yeah, we'll probably need to flush the bad water off, so we can maybe put some floodgates here and close those, and then leave 1 or 2 over here. Maybe clear this blockage so that I can get out easier, but maybe we'll save that for the next episode. So yeah, if you guys have any tips for building small, please do let me know in the comments, or feel free to join my Discord and pass along that knowledge to me. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode, so take care and bye-bye.